the card of a man, a knight without armor in a savage land. From the glorious Garden State in the great American Northeast, I bid you all a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this fine video may find you. And I welcome you once again to a very stealthy, very nice, very evil, I never had any friends later on in life like the ones I had when I was 12 edition of Getting Weird. As always, my name is Pat. I am a husband, I am a dad, and I like to get out into the woods by myself and remind myself of what it was like to be a kid with nothing to do, nowhere to go, and nothing but time on my hands. So, this week, we find ourselves, I should say, on these train tracks. These train tracks run for miles and miles behind my house. And I decided, after scoping out some good spots on Google Earth and Google Maps, to do a stealth camp along these very same tracks. So, I'm about 10 minutes in of walking so far, and our plan here is to walk until we find a good spot. I have scoped out 2 different places, and the first one was a bust. It was all hill, so I'm going to keep walking here, and we're going to find a good spot for us to set up camp in. I brought a little bit of a cool little thing I wanted to build for a long time, a hobo stove, so that'll be fun to check out and try out. But the name of the game right now is to find a spot, set up, plant our flag, and most importantly, let's get weird. This spot looked promising from the tracks, but now this is apparently where people have come for a long time to dump their garbage and tires, and the ground is very soft, so we're gonna keep on looking. Maybe at some point we'll find the dead body of Ray Brower. Came across this little junction here, and I was like, oh, maybe that'll lead to a good spot. This huge open field. It looks really, really nice. But then you check on Google Maps, and there's a house right there. So, keep walking. Got a little over an hour worth of sunlight left. Pretty confident I'll be able to find a good spot pretty soon. So, until then, keep on walking. According to this, I'm coming up on this second spot, and I think that's up in those trees. Been walking for probably a half hour at this point. Definitely further than I've ever walked down these tracks before. Taking my kids down here, my wife and I have gone down walks down here. So I'm gonna look for an opening, and I'm gonna head into these woods, and we're gonna get set up. Fighting daylight here. So yeah, next time you see me, hopefully, I'm in the woods. That looks more promising than anything I've seen so far. So, let's give it a shot. Looks like there's a little game trail, which is always promising. The thing about animals is that they take the path of least resistance. So if you're ever feeling lazy on a walk in the woods, just follow a game trail. Or be like me and get stuck on sticks. Okay. This is like a secondary trail. Probably a trail used to get like quads through here. I scared some deer. This might be it. Yep. This might be it. There definitely tracks. Doesn't seem like they've been used in a while. What about over here? Huh. Oh yeah. Right back in that corner. Nice. Yep. Yep, absolutely. This will work. Yeah, oh yeah. This is like natural made campsite right here. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to check Google Maps one more time. Make sure that I'm in the clear here. Probably lay low for a minute, see if I hear anything. But if I don't, next time you see me, we're gonna get set up. Awesome, awesome. I know I say this every time, but we're about as set up as we're gonna be. I found this natural little canopy site in the middle of all this next to these tracks. And I am extremely minimal setup tonight. So we are about as set up as we're gonna be on this little stealth camp. Let me show you what I have. I bought this off Amazon, this tiny little tripod chair, which they told me it was small, and I think it'd be small for my 4-year-old. So it's like super small. But I went to Harbor Freight today and bought this camouflage tarp because I felt like I needed some kind of coverage, and that was the best that I could do. I have the one-man tent. I don't have the cover on it because that cover is bright orange, and I'm trying to stay as stealthy as I possibly can. So, you know, as always, I have my backpack, and I brought a can of seltzer and the Hobo stove. So I'm gonna get settled in here a little bit, set some stuff up. I have this weird little air mattress that I got off of Amazon. I'm gonna try and set that up. I'll show you that when it's all set up and we're good to go. So next time you see me, I will be constructing the stove. So yeah, we gotta stay quiet. We gotta lay low here. This is weird. Like, I've done a million stealth camps in my life, but I haven't done it in a long time. And I always forget about that feeling of like, oh shit, we're here. So I'll feel better when the sun goes down. But until then, next time you see me, stove will be going, and we'll go from there. Hi, me again. So I was trying to figure out a way to get a cheap air mattress for camping, and I went online, and even the cheap ones that are like built for this are like 25, 30 bucks. Me, I'm notoriously cheap. I believe that camping is supposed to be a cheap hobby. So I started thinking outside the box, and I was like, what about a little pool raft? A pool raft is like basically the same thing as an air mattress. So I did some digging on Amazon, and I found one for like $4. And the whole trick is that you can't pick the pattern. So I just took this out of the bag. It was a brown bag, and I opened it up, and this is what I got. So I have a fish tank that I have about as much faith in this holding air as I would a wicker basket holding water. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna put it in my tent, and we're gonna start cooking a little bit. Sun's going down. I'm waiting for the sun to go down a little more because I feel like darkness is your friend in this situation. So we'll see how that goes. But oh, I forgot to mention, I did plant my flag. I did not bring a large flag because I didn't want to attract attention. So I got this little mini guy right here. So rest assured, my friends, we have planted our flag. So anyway, next time you see me, I will be getting that stove going. It's gonna be a little darker. Probably have the headlamp out earlier. It's getting dark now, like 7 p.m. Yesterday was the first day of fall. I couldn't be happier about it. I brought a hoodie with me. It's gonna be like 40 something degrees tonight. Excuse me. Cannot, will not try to underemphasize how excited I am about that. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'll see you soon. I just had some geese fly over me, and it struck me that when you do something like this, there's like a whole lot less to do. Like, I'm legitimately just waiting for the sun to go down right now, and I'm all set up right here. I'm sitting on this tiny little baby stool, leaning on a tree, and it's quiet. I am trying to conserve my phone because I don't think I brought a charging cable. It's at like 75%, and I want to listen to the Yankee game later quietly, and I know that kind of takes up a lot of battery, plus I need it to last through the night. So it's like incredibly quiet, and I just have this view, and I assure you there's nothing going on. I can hear very distantly. A little while ago I heard some voices, but like far away, and according to my screenshot, according to Google Maps, I'm probably what's more than a quarter, 30, a third, high school education, a third of a mile from the nearest house. So kind of hoping that just like carried over and that I'm alone, but time will tell. Once the sun goes down, I'll be in the clear to start my little hobo stove. So until then, we're just hanging. All right, so here we are. It's a little after 7 o'clock now. The sun should pretty much be down. I don't know if you can see it there, a little bit left, but I decided to pull out this hobo stove. So a hobo stove is essentially this contraption. I had to find a metal coffee can, which was harder than I thought it would be. The way that this stove works is that if you drill some holes in it for some air, and you can see I filled it with twigs, and what you do is you start a little fire in there, air gets pulled in through here, and then I'll show you what I found. I found this metal piece at work and drilled some holes in it, and you could put this right on top of it like this, and then I have a can of chili that I'm going to cook, because if you're camping along railroad tracks, like if you're cosplaying as a homeless guy, then you have a canned good, like a can of chili, and the worst kind of chili I could find was Hormel, and I'm into it. So that's my plan as of right now. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and get this going here pretty soon, and hopefully we'll be cooking soon. All right, we are about ready to go. I got this set up. I have it full of twigs. I have some pieces of fat wood here, like I've used in the past. And fat wood is these pieces of kindling you can buy that are like soaked in some kind of oil to make them really flammable. So let's try and get this going real fast. And try and burn that a little bit so that it gets going. Nope. See? It's not what I wanted. Okay. The reason I had to wait for the sun to go down is because I don't want to see anybody to happen to see some smoke coming from the woods, because that would not work out for anybody. So I'm gonna get this going. I'll check back in when I'm about to put the food on, and we'll go from there. Okay, I think we're just about ready. Got a nice little bed of twig coals going. I'm going to open up my can of chili here. Ooh, I should shake it first. Don't know what good shaking up 87-cent supermarket chili will do, but makes me feel better. Oh yeah. It looks pretty unappetizing. So I made this little grate here, and I'm hoping I could just lay that down right there. Go ahead, put this on top, and I guess we're gonna see. So I will check in as soon as something starts happening here. Man, I will tell you, this is harder than I thought it was gonna be. Every design that I saw online had like a big square cut out here on the side of the can so you could feed it while it was going. And that stupid me thinking that, oh, I'll just build up a good bed of coals, it'll be fine. And I'm having a tough time. I did not count on the lack of airflow, even though I could have swore that it would have been totally fine. So I got it going pretty good now. It's really smoky. Thank God it's dark out. But it's starting to heat up a little bit. So, oh my God, it's right in my face. Well, I think we're about ready. She was just bubbling up pretty good a couple minutes ago. So I stirred it a bunch of times, tried it, and it's pretty good. I'm getting hungry, so we're gonna use our fancy schmancy pot holder here. And we're gonna take this off of the stove. Don't be like Kevin, don't be like Kevin. Put that right there. Okay, now for tonight's ambiance, my wife and I recently went to this street fair at a town near us, and this hippie lady was selling these cool candles, and we bought a couple of them, and then she said she had a couple of mistakes, so she gave us a couple more. And I figured that I wasn't having a fire tonight, but it doesn't mean that I can't enjoy the flickering light of some kind of fire. So let me get this lit. It's cold out here, man. Okay. Now, that is pretty nice. All right. Ooh, I got some steam coming off of here. All right. So let's get a little bite of this bad boy. No way I don't get chili on me. I mean, definitely tastes like 87-cent Hormel chili from ShopRite. So, ooh, I got a can of seltzer in my pack. That'll be good. I went with the hot with beans option. So, apparently it's pretty delectable, if I say so myself. So, I'm going to hang here, eat this, and you know, I'm going to pack up a little bit to make a quick exit in the morning. So I'm going to check in with you guys in a little bit. Let me enjoy this, and then you know, we'll go from there. We'll talk about whatever comes to mind. And yeah, but Hobo stove, other than the airflow, maybe I should drill more holes in it. But other than that, there it is again. I went the whole video last time without saying that, and that was 2 nights, and there I am. Verbal crutches. Anyway. Ooh, that is spicy. I'm gonna eat this and chill out, and I'll check back in with you in a little while. Bye. Seems to be something moving. Sounds small though. Squirrel, chipmunk, something like that. Anyway, got my candle going here. Listening to the Yankee game. Ugh. I turned this on because I was thinking that maybe something would make an appearance, but it doesn't seem to be that way. Good for us anyway. Well, maybe not for you, but good for me. I believe, I'll actually tell you right now, it is 8:40 at night. I feel like tonight's going to be an early night. Not a whole lot going on, but we're going to hang out for a while longer, and we're going to talk about a couple things. Got a couple things on my mind. So I'm going to pack some stuff up, like I said earlier, and I'm already regretting that chili. I can feel it sitting like a lump in my stomach. I don't normally eat stuff like that. I've been on a diet for since January 1st. New year, new me. Yes, girl. And I don't eat stuff like that too much. So, stomach hurts already. And yeah, I have like this chili juice left, and I don't know what to do with it because that's like a dinner bell for anything that wants to eat it. So I might force myself to drink the chili juice and then wash it out with the can of seltzer that I have. That is not a exciting prospect. So anyway, to wrap this up, for now, I'm going to pack some stuff up, get a little more comfortable, and then we're going to start chilling and talking about some stuff. Oh, hey. That's about 9 o'clock. Packed up some stuff. Going to try and make for a quick exit in the morning anyway, as I always do. I'm always up at like 6:30 regardless. But sitting here thinking about death, which is morbid, I know. But a couple weeks ago, I woke up to the news that an old buddy of mine passed away. Hard to even say he's an old buddy. Like, kid I went to high school with, I was like casual friends with. You know, I ran into him a couple times here and there in the 20 years since I've graduated high school. But found out that he passed away, and it's sad, man. It's really sad. And then like a week or two before that, you guys, heard me talk about camping with Steve, and turns out that his wife passed away. So there's some death going around. It's all really sad, but I wanted to raise a toast to my old buddy Matt, who passed away, and crack a step two in honor of Steve's wife. So, may the road rise to meet you. May the sun be always on your back. May the rain fall fresh upon your fields. But until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Oh man, that was all I brought to drink, and I had to wait because I walked for like 45 minutes to get here, and then I was thirsty then, and I've been thirsty for like 2 hours, but I got that, and that's delicious. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this seltzer, and then I'll get back to you. Have you guys heard about the man of the hole? I can't tell you where I read about this, probably on Wikipedia or somewhere, but the man of the hole was this dude who lived alone in the Brazilian rainforest for like 40 years. And from what the story that they can gather is that he was part of some tribe in the Brazilian rainforest, and his entire settlement got wiped out by settlers. And these settlers came through, they were trying to, I guess, develop the land, and they just killed everybody that was there, which is pretty hardcore and pretty sad. But anyway, he lived alone with his family. Well, he lived with his family from like the 70s until the mid 90s, when another group of people came and killed the rest of his family. Like, total unlucky lottery. This dude lives through two terrible things like that, and he ended up living alone in the jungle from like the mid 90s until he recently passed away in August. And they call him the man of the hole because he would constantly move like all around the jungle, and everywhere that they would find that he lived, he would dig these like 5-foot holes, and they don't know what he did it for. And they thought maybe spiritual significance, maybe it was like a trap, or my theory, maybe he was pooping at them. I don't know. But I'm sitting here watching this candle burn because I can't have a fire, and I'm just thinking about the insane amounts of long nights that dude had in the Brazilian rainforest, where like you're actively being hunted by large predators. Like, if you watch Getting Weird Volume 4, or 4, and I heard what I think is a fox, and in my brain turned it into a demon baby ascending from the depths of hell to claw my eyeballs out. I can't even imagine the shit that dude saw or heard for 40 plus years in the jungle. It's fantastic. I'm currently listening to two trees squeak together. I don't know if you can hear that. And that alone is weirding me out. So, a little breezy today. Chilly. It's cold. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank God fall's here. That heat and humidity, it's for the birds. I can't do it. So, anyway, it's getting on about 10 o'clock. I'm calling it a night soon because I got nothing to do here. Normally I have a fire to tend, I have music to blast, I got beer to drink, but I got nothing here. I'm hanging out, I'm tired, so I might be looking forward to a fantastic evening of sleep. But I will be checking in if thoughts come to mind before then. And I will definitely be checking in to say goodnight, but nope. Every time I'm talking, it squeaks, and I shut up for a second, and it's not. So anyway, anywho's. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Oh, hey. So, it is roughly 10 o'clock, and I like legitimately can't honestly believe I'm saying this, but I'm calling it a night. Tonight was pretty much a success. Especially considering that I haven't done a stealth camp like this in a very long time. I'm pretty sure I'm good to go for the rest of the night. I haven't seen or heard of anybody other than those couple voices far off a couple hours ago before the sun went down. I'm calling it a night because it's getting cold, and to be honest with you, this stool that I bought it's terrible. I'm gonna give it to my 4-year-old daughter because I think that she would use it a lot better than I ever would. Quick update to the camp. I put the orange rainfly on my tent just to try and preserve some warmth. I have my inflatable pillow ready. I've pretty much packed up everything in order to make a quick exit tomorrow morning. I recently found this other YouTube channel. This guy goes by the name Baum Outdoors. Shout out to Baum Outdoors. The guy's a pretty cool dude, lives out west, makes these really relaxing videos. But one thing he has in his videos that I was really jealous of was he has a digital thermometer that he always takes shots of at some point in the videos. And when I went to Harbor Freight today to get the tarp, I was looking for something similar, and I came up with this thing. It's kind of like a point and shoot, but I just wanted to check the temperature right now. And according to this, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, it says it's 46.3 degrees. So it's definitely getting chilly. I'm hoping that the basically 4-season sleeping bag that I have will keep me warm. I'm planning on keeping this hoodie on and probably these jeans. So yeah, so I'm gonna head in. I'm gonna listen to the rest of this Yankee game and just relax because I'm beat, and this is really nice out here. This is dark, it's quiet. I'm looking forward to a good night of sleep on that weird Chinese pool raft. So the Hobo stove was a total success. That worked out really well, other than I have a can of chili sitting like a brick in my stomach. So without further ado, I would like to bid all of you a very, very good night from the side of the railroad tracks in rural Hunterdon County, New Jersey. Although I could have easily crossed into Warren County at this point, but it doesn't matter. I'm bringing my camera into the tent tonight again, as I always do, but I'm going to keep it in the sleeping bag to keep it warm, because I don't know if you guys know this or have any suggestions, but GoPro camera batteries suck. They're really bad. Yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now because I'm tired. So from this glorious campsite in the middle of the woods on somebody's property, I have no idea. I hope they're okay with me being here. I'd like to bid you all a very good night. Hi. It's roughly 3 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up to the craziest dream I've had in a long time. About escaping and burning a hotel. It is 42 degrees, and I'm hearing a super crazy animal sound. I'm shivering. Seems to have either gone away from me, or perhaps it's in stalking mode where it's moving in close for the kill. I'm gonna try and go back to sleep now. But barring any alien abductions, animal attacks, or encounters with angry property owners, hopefully that's the end of the instance for this evening. Good night. Well, good morning, Voorhees. As you can see, I've made it through the night, and I am on my way out. Normally I do something from the site after I wake up, but I got up this morning and just felt like I needed to book it out of there. So I packed up real fast and made my way back to these here train tracks, and I'm headed home. That direction is home. So all in all, successful night, I'd say. Definitely successful. Hobo stove worked out great. The site itself was perfect. Fantastic. Unbelievable to me that that natural site was sitting there the whole time. It's funny because, like, I've been thinking about this trip for a couple weeks now, and I was checking Google Maps and all that, and I just kept thinking to myself that, here's a train. I kept thinking to myself that somewhere right now there's this super cool little spot, and I'm gonna find it, and I couldn't ask for a better site. I really couldn't have. So all in all, total success, I'd say. I got out of there with no trace. Nobody will ever know I was there, unless they decide to find that little tiny pile of ashes I dumped out of the hobo stove. But hey, I left it as good as I found it. So anyway, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. You know, this is just something I do for fun. Kind of hoping one day to turn it into something I can make a little side money on, but we'll see, you know. But if this is your thing, I'd really like it if you liked and subscribed. And you know, and then if you feel so inclined, head on over to Instagram, follow us at Getting Weird Camping. That would also be really big help for me. So yeah, that's it for this time. I'd like to thank my wife for, as always, indulging me in this weird little passion of mine. where I'll say to her, hey, I'm going to spend the night by myself in the train tracks. And she, I get a good roll of the eyes. And, okay, hon, check this out. See how close I was to people? That's somebody's driveway. But anyway, yeah, big thanks to my wife. Thank you for watching. And I have one more camp planned. I'm going back to the cornfield, but in a different spot than where I was last time. Make it a little more interesting. So until then, get outside. Spend a little bit of time outside. You'll definitely thank yourself. Don't ever be afraid to plant your flag wherever you go, because you did it. You conquered it. You were the master of that domain for however long you were there. And as always, don't ever be afraid to get a little weird, because you might end up thanking yourself for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna head out here. I'm gonna walk home. That's it. Thanks again. Click.